Up Reds, welcome to the Sunday Summary Talk Show post Liverpool's 3-point win against Sheffield United at Anfield. Good morning, Steve. How are you doing? And how is everyone doing in the chat?
I'm well. I'm good. Ready to rock and roll. Big win yesterday. Ugly at times.
Yeah. But honestly, man, the only thing I'm happy about is that Firmino got a goal. And I'm so pissed because I got a notification because I was at a wedding and I was like, all right, I'm going to miss this match, but, hopefully I don't miss anything big. And of course, Firmino scores in the match that I don't watch. My favorite player scores, but, it was worth it.
Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise because it was seems like a pretty straightforward Mane header there.
It does.
Good save. Well,
that was a really
terrible
good save.
Terrible save because he completely hit it right back to Firmino instead of deflecting it away from goal.
Yeah.
To the side. He put it right back in the middle and Bobby just tapped it in. It was nice. It was nice to see.
Yeah. How about Jota's header, though? I know Mane's header was right at the keeper, but Jota's was pinpoint.
Jota had a great header.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had that in him.
Neither did I. The man's what, 5'8", 5'9"?
He's a long player. He's like a long player.
Yeah.
Deceptively, like his lunges are cover a lot of ground.
Kind of like
he's
Mane.
Quick. Yeah,
like Mane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Mane is more like electric. I think Jota's more direct and like long.
He's kind of Jota's style of running and attacking reminds me of Salah. It's very it's not fluid like Mane, like you said, explosive. But guys, good morning to everyone in the chat. JW Young, JK135, Liz Golden. Depresso is that feeling when you only have instant coffee. And I'm going to throw a little curveball at everyone. I'm drinking tea this morning because this instant coffee it's not good for me. It's not
iced coffee.
Yeah. That fire.
That gas.
Man. Dave's LFC chats, welcome. A lot of people in the chat. Doug's here. Good morning or good afternoon to everyone watching over there. Ahmed's in the chat. Hassan Khalif, welcome, guys. Abdallah as well. Good morning to everybody. Let us know what your thoughts on the match were. Fantastic match, Steve. God. And I'm sure you ended up watching the match, but what we're going to get into today on the agenda for everyone in the chat, look at the stats of the game. We'll analyze the match, break it down, and then we'll look at the transfer news that everyone's been following. Upamecano, we've been linked with some other players as well. Of course, Koulibaly's being linked once again, but we got to take a look at it. So let us know throughout the show your thoughts in the chat. So, Steve, real quick, run down on what you thought of the match.
I mean, I thought we should have won by a lot more. The Fabinho's penalty was, number one, not even a foul.
That was outside of the box.
Number two, clearly outside of the box. Now, this wasn't just us that got a crappy call yesterday. Like the thing with Maguire and Azpilicueta happened. The point of implementing VAR was to remove human error from the game and fix obvious mistakes. The plan was never to say, let's analyze every play and see if we can overturn it. It's taken some of the celebrations away. It's taken some of the joy out of scoring away. People are just paranoid that every time they score, they're going to look into it and overturn it. And then when you have the chance to look at something, everything should be looked at. For example, last week, Virgil van Dijk, they only assessed if he was offside or not. They didn't assess the dirtiest challenge I've seen on a Liverpool player in the last few years. They didn't assess that.
Really good point there. I want to bring back up what you said. You said it shouldn't be in place to try to overturn calls. And I think that's a really good point.
Yeah, the point is, if it's a questionable call, you go look at it. Right. If it's so close, you don't overturn it. And I think that's something the NFL does a really good job with here in the US. You can only overturn it if it's clear and obvious without any doubt at all that this call that we made on the field or on the pitch was wrong initially.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday with Fabinho's challenge, all they were seeing was it inside the box or outside the box. They didn't assess if it was a foul or not. He already called the foul. That's problem number one. Problem number two, is that they didn't. He was outside of the box, clearly outside of the box.
In the box.
And then they were saying, like, what's his name, McBurney? What a waste of a player that guy is. I'm sorry.
That's the red beard guy, right?
He doesn't have a beard anymore. He's got a stash. No disrespect to him as a person, but he is just a body up there and accomplishes nothing. But anyways, I think what they were trying to say was like he may have been in the box, even though Fabinho's foul may have occurred or his foot was outside of the box. I don't know. He got ball.
Look. The only benefit of the doubt that I watched, was that the foul. It was McBurney, I'm assuming, because guys, remember, I only watched the highlights. I was at a wedding. In case you're joining, don't crucify me. I know it sucked. Of course, Bobby scores, but his foot was on the line of the box. But that shouldn't matter. Just like if the ball is rolling along the sideline, it's not out of bounds.
Right.
So that's the kind of stuff that makes me mad. But let's give some more shout outs. We got Tony Madden. Good morning, afternoon. And yeah, Doug, I completely agree. Tea is better. I get the tea with the lemon hint to it. Like they put the lemon peel in it. I actually like the lemon taste.
You don't know anything about tea compared to these
people. I know
people.
Absolutely nothing. But that's all right.
Like they probably don't know anything about iced coffee.
Yeah. Well, who knows? But yeah, Liz Golden saying VAR should run by VAR specific refs, not crappy EPL refs. Yeah. Are you saying do you think people should be specialized in VAR? Like that's what
yes.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. And that's a good point. So I heard yesterday, they should just put all of the best refs in the VAR room.
Yeah.
Leave the less senior refs or some of the refs that maybe aren't so good, I guess, on the field. Because you can't make a mistake with VAR. That's supposed to be rock solid no matter what, cut and dry.
Yeah, right. Let's just look at some of the stats here. So overall, I mean, looking at the stats, looks pretty even. We definitely should have won by more, though. We had 17 shots on target compared to Sheffield's 13. Looking at 5 shots on target for us, 2 for them. Possession, obviously lopsided in our favor, which is good. 63% for us, 37% for them. Passes, 683 to their 406. And our pass accuracy up above 85. I like to see that number up above 85. That's really good. 76% for them. Now, of course, looking at their fouls, they had double the amount of fouls because obviously they have to play a physical style of football to contend with us, similar to what Burnley does. Burnley's fouls are always up, sometimes 20 fouls or more. Yellow cards, 3 for them. And then if we look down at the offsides, 2 offsides for us, of course. And then 7 corners to 3 for Sheffield for a final score of 2-1. Now, I'm just excited we got the win. I think we really needed that, especially with some of the results we all had this weekend, looking at West Ham, Man City, and then Chelsea and Man United. All of the 4 teams, well, really West Ham gaining points, but Man City, Chelsea, Man United, all dropping points. Very important that we got the win there.
Couldn't agree more. Straightforward, 3 points, moving on.
Yes. And let us know what you guys think. Let's go to some of these comments here. Dave's thinking the attacker should get the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, in Salah's goal, I agree. Brian Brown, VAR is good, but I can't say the same about people running it. No, it is. VAR is a good idea. It really is.
It's not hard to execute. When I can make a decision on my couch and feel confident about it, these guys that get paid, who knows what they get paid, should be able to do it very easily.
They get paid very
Salah was offside. Yes.
Yeah.
That is cut and dry. I can say that. I think we all can say that. Yes, it was close, but there is no doubt that he was ahead of the other defender when the ball was kicked.
Yeah.
The Fabinho challenge, I probably would have left it as is.
Yeah.
Foul outside of the box.
Shout out to Doug from the Dugout Football Channel with the £5 super chat. We really appreciate that, my man.
Thanks, Doug.
And Steve, he's going for you, saying Steve is bang on about McBurney. I don't rate him for Scotland. Jota is pressing machine. Fantastic header. It really was a good header, Doug. I mean, man, that was fantastic. Another gem of a signing by Edwards and Klopp. Absolutely.
Last thing about McBurney. The guy does nothing and complains and throws his hands up in the air looking for calls from the ref all game. He does nothing. I want him to play every time we play Sheffield United because he is not a threat at all.
That's
It's nice to play against a team and think, wow, they have no attack up front. And that's what they were. They had Ryan Brewster, but I don't even think all he did was pass the ball backwards. He pressed well a couple of times and forced Fabinho to pass it back to Alisson, but he did nothing. McBurney did nothing. When McGoldrick came on late in the game, nothing. They do have that one speedster that they brought in. I forget his name, but he looked dangerous at times in the second half.
Man. But again, Doug, we appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, Liz Golden, Bobby scored at home. And even the announcers were saying, like, when Bobby scored, they were like, it's a rarity. Bobby scores at home. And I'm like, everyone chill out. It's been like, what? All right. It's
been a long time, but
it's been a long time, to be fair. But I'm just saying, that's my boy, Bobby. You need to relax, okay?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Best player in the world.
Oh, Rudra G saying, VAR is there to knock us down of the Revenge of Project Big Picture. Okay. Abdul saying, Trent looked great last night. Hope he keeps it up. Yeah, honestly. For a player, I love when players do this, when they attempt something that like you're not even thinking of. For example, the corner taken quickly to Origi, okay? Or a free kick from his own half that would have gone in if Ramsdale didn't get back. That's the shit I love to see.
No, 100%.
I mean, it's just like you look at that and you're like, all right, well, he's definitely going to try to do like a diagonal pass here. Oh, it keeps going. Oh, my God, it's going to be on goal. And it's just like, you got to love him for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's pretty unpredictable. He gets things going and does unpredictable things for sure. I agree.
Yeah. Liz Golden, man, y'all are awesome this morning. Liz Golden with a $5 super chat. James freaking Milner, man.
I love it.
James Milner's priceless, to be fair. The man is amazing. But yeah, thank you,
Liz. The man is an
much.
Ancient artifact that we must protect at all costs for the rest of time.
What do they call those?
I think he came on yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug, that's what I'm saying. Trent almost scored from 60 yards. It was just the pinpoint accuracy with that right foot. And Tony Madden, I 100% agree. From Jump Street, from what I watched, Gomez looked so much better at the back. And
Gomez had a man of the match performance yesterday.
He did, absolutely.
I don't know who the actual man of the match is. I didn't even think about that for myself yet, but he's definitely in contention for that. Played well.
Well, I don't care. Obviously, a lot of players played well. I'm going with Firmino. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says.
Sure.
Firmino's the man of the match. Let us know your man of the match down below. And again, thanks for the super chats to Doug and Liz. We appreciate it. Now, let's move on to some of the rumors, Steve. We'll talk about this, all right? So, I'm bring this up here. Oh, crap. I always forget I have to share my screen. All right. We'll add this. No, I want to remove that. All right. So, have you heard of these links to Upamecano, Steve?
Yes.
Yep. And what are you thinking about him compared to the other players we've been linked with, namely Antonio Rudiger from Chelsea, as well as our boy Koulibaly, that we, for some reason, cannot get rid of?
Koulibaly's not coming for $70 million. He's going to go to City.
There's just no chance.
He's going to go to City. They're going to have him, Ake, Laporte. They might as well just keep spending on defenders. I read a statistic yesterday that City, since 2017, has spent more money on buying defenders than Real Madrid has paid for Bale, Hazard, Ronaldo, Modric.
Wow.
Benzema and one other player combined.
It's nuts.
And their defense is still embarrassing.
But is it embarrassing?
Yeah.
What makes it embarrassing, though? What makes their defensive performances, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Sure.
What makes their defensive performances worse than ours when we haven't, we're on the same we're in the same boat as them in terms of our ability to keep clean sheets as of recently.
We haven't spent $600 million.
So you're saying strictly from the money.
Well, they don't keep any clean sheets, and they never have.
Yeah, true.
Who ran up 5 goals on them recently? Leicester?
Oh, that is true.
I'm not comparing them to us.
I don't
want to hear about Aston Villa. That's never going to happen again.
Gave up 7 goals against Aston Villa.
I don't want to hear about it. It's not going to happen again. I'm strictly talking about the fact that they spend so much money on defenders. If Koulibaly is going anywhere in the Premier League, I would imagine it's going to be to them.
I agree. It's either going to be to them or Man United. It's got to be, because Man United, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of teams where I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I can't pinpoint like they're going to be this way. And I think that's good, because the last 2 seasons, like we've been talking about before, Man City ran away with the league, and we ran, or not 2 seasons ago, but 3 seasons ago they did. And then we ran away with it last year. So now it's all close now. It doesn't seem like any of the top teams are going to run away with it. And I like that. There's a little more competition this year. But, all right, if we look at this article here by Connor O'Neill, now, it was also reported by James Pierce. James Pierce came out on his Twitter and also in articles in The Athletic saying that we are eyeing a move for Upamecano, as well as Connor Cody was on that list, Antonio Rudiger, and then Kabak, I'm not sure how to say it, from FC Schalke, the Turkish center back, I believe is 20 years old. So between the two, I'm looking at this guy, okay? And according to his new contract that he signed, coming up in the summer, not January, but coming up in the summer, his release clause will be $42 million. And if we can get him for $42 million, I think that's an absolute steal in the summer compared to trying to get him in the January transfer window. And, even though we may need him for cover, overspending for him. What are your thoughts on that, Steve?
Overspend for him. Pull the trigger. Get him in January. Yeah, okay. 100%. Window. I don't want to talk about the window anymore, but we have a window. What's the difference going to be? 10 or 20 million?
It depends.
It's going to be a guy that's going to be a legitimate player for you.
Mm-hmm.
Matip plays 1 game, and then it will go down for 4 to 6 weeks every single time. Can't rely on Firmino and Gomez and no one else.
We could put Milner at the back.
Could put Bobby at the back too, but
we could put Bobby at the back.
He's primed to score 20 goals this year, so it's going to be weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. But according to Sunday World, this is what it says in the article. Sources in Germany claim Leipzig are expecting Liverpool to make a move to sign their center back in January, with an offer in excess of $40 million hard for them to turn down. So,
who did I hear we already made an offer for? Or we're already lining up an offer for? This other guy says Ben White, Connor Cody.
No, that's what I'm saying. Ben White, I don't want Ben White. Connor Cody, I believe he developed at our academy, or either that or he's from Liverpool, one of the two.
Yeah, no, he played for us. I don't want him.
So yeah, I would rather have Den Donker than anyone on that squad, just to be completely good. But Cody's the captain for Wolves, he's doing pretty well. But this Kabak guy, all right,
that's who I heard we're literally like already in talks about.
Yeah. I mean, what's your thoughts on him? While I look up, well, it's probably in here, but what are your thoughts on him?
I don't know anything about him. I'm not interested.
Yeah. I'm going to bring up
Upamecano personally.
What's that?
I want Upamecano.
So do I. I did a player profile on him, guys. Go check that out. It's my most recent video. Absolutely, like, great. He's great. He's a good player, and he's so young. And here's the article here. So it's actually being reported by Liverpool FC. So via the Daily Mirror, of course. Liverpool have opened talks with Schalke about a £20 million January transfer window move for Ozan Kabak. So this is probably what you were looking at. And it says here, Jurgen Klopp is a big admirer of Kabak, and Liverpool would have made their move in the summer had the pandemic not struck to limit their transfer spend. Yeah, we were being linked with him.
I don't know anything about the guy.
I just know he's 20 years old, or he's young. He plays for Schalke, and he's Turkish. I really
good.
But if Klopp rates him highly, you know what I mean? That's all I need to hear.
Abdallah says we should get both Upa and Kabak. CB position secured.
Yeah.
Hey.
JW Young saying that under 50 million pounds for Upamecano is great. I agree.
Did you do a player profile on?
I haven't done one on Kabak, but like I said, I just did one on Upamecano. Let me know if you guys would want to see a player profile on Kabak.
Also, we are at 194 Instagram followers.
Oh,
let's get to 200 today.
Yeah.
Everybody at Nothing But Reds.
The social media are in the description. And guys, the big thing here is the best way to follow the channel, not on YouTube, of course, would be Twitter and Instagram. So make sure you go follow those as well. We do have a Facebook group where all the videos are posted there, just in case you're more active on Facebook. Try to get you guys wherever you're most active on social media. But let's go here. Doug with another super chat, Doug. I love it. He says,
Doug, thanks.
Absolutely amazing, Doug. We appreciate it. What are your thoughts on Origi out of favor? Look, I love Origi. I absolutely love Origi. To your out of favor point, he might be. He might be at this point. I don't know what it is. He will play this season, but it just doesn't seem like he's at that point where Klopp is like, I need to start Origi in some games because I know he can produce. You know, I don't know. I just think our front three are different players, like different. Origi is tall and a pure striker. And you look at all the players that he puts in the front three, Shaqiri, Salah, Jota, Mane, Firmino, they're all low to the ground players that can dribble and like run it guys. And I just feel like Origi isn't that style of player. And maybe that's why he's fallen out of favor. You know, back when Klopp didn't have options, he looked at Origi and said, you need to do this job for me because he was my only option. You know what I mean? That's my take on it. Steve, what do you think?
Yesterday, for the first time when I was watching the game, I thought to myself, and felt comfortable with the fact that it's time for him to go.
Yeah.
I was like, Minamino, Jota coming in. I feel like Shaqiri would have come in over him yesterday. I feel like if Ox is healthy, he's going to put into kind of a central attacking role over Origi. It's time for him to go. You can get 20 million for him.
Yeah.
That's a clean swap. Send him over to Schalke. Clean swap. See ya.
Honestly, that might be a good move for him. Because I don't even know who Schalke have it as a striker right now, but I can't imagine people wouldn't want Origi. I mean, I think he's like 24, 25. And
no, there's definitely a market for him.
There's definitely a market for him. It may not be a very lucrative market, but there's definitely a market for him. And yeah. Doug, thanks again for that super chat. We appreciate it. Excuse me. So Abdallah saying we should have signed a center back in the summer replacing Lovren. But now that we lost Van Dijk, 2 center backs should be a thing. Now, excuse me. That was what the article was referring to, talking about how because of the COVID thing, right, we couldn't sign players, or because of the pandemic, but we would have. So it strictly comes down to money. So I guess they prioritize that, Steve, because they still brought in 3 players.
Mm-hmm. We always knew there was money there.
Yeah.
We've won everything. On bonuses alone from winning these things, there's money there. And we sold players. And there's more to sell.
We did sell players, and I'm pretty sure we virtually broke even.
Yeah, there's more to sell. There's a lot of moves to be made. Origi, we love you. But I'm sorry. I wouldn't even hate to see him play. I'm not saying that I don't want to see him play.
Yeah.
Klopp just does not want to play that man.
Yeah, and I don't know. He played Shaqiri the other day. And we all thought Klopp hated Shaqiri. You know what I mean? But then Klopp throws in
Shaqiri came in on the right. Shaqiri plays on the right. Origi doesn't.
That's
anymore,
true.
At least. He did a while back.
Klopp tried to incorporate him. And even the first season when we made our Europa League run, Origi was playing striker. And he was he was scoring consistently. He scored in both Dortmund legs. You know, he scored throughout the tournament. I mean, he's a good player, but for some reason, it's got to be how our style of play has adapted or evolved, I should say, over time. It has to be. Let's go here to some of the comments. We got Ian Richards saying, love Origi, but think Jota coming in has put his chances in doubt. I agree. With Brent, like I was saying, bringing in those players, it really has changed up the game for him. Free
I'd say
entertainment.
more so Minamino. I'd argue more so Minamino kind of ruins his chances.
Yeah, in
He's more
terms of that
versatile. He plays in that
role.
central role. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's more versatile, but actually, is he?
Who, Minamino?
No. Yeah, we don't know if he actually is. We don't know if he can produce at the highest level yet. We know Origi can, but he's very inconsistent.
That's a good
You
point.
know what I mean.
I know exactly what you're saying. Free Entertainer doesn't think we should sign 2 center backs. If we get Upamecano, he is worth 2 center backs. Yeah, from everything I'm reading, he has. I still need to see him play on the field. Downturn Abbey in the chat. Excellent result last night. A tougher game than I expected. Yeah. But it just seems like every game nowadays is like that. You know?
Could have been a 3-0, and we would be, you know what I mean? No penalty. Salah doesn't hit the post.
Yeah, man. God, that's
what I mean?
Horrible luck from Salah.
Yeah.
Or for Salah.
Well, people are saying that he should have passed it, but I'm fine with him chipping that.
Yeah. Let's go. Abdallah thinking, generally, I don't think Klopp will sign a center back, not even one. He will rely on youth lads, Reece and Kuyate. Does he mean Kometio? Okay. That's a very Klopp thing to happen. It will. To be fair, he's right at that point. It is a very Klopp thing to happen. But with the recent success, like you were saying, Steve, I think he will spend the money. Who knows if it will be Upamecano? That's the thing. But what I'm saying is it can happen, and he might bring in someone.
We got to sell Matip.
I knew you were going to say that. Why?
Because he's still worth something, and he doesn't play.
He just signed the contract extension like last season or 2 seasons ago.
Perfect.
But why would they? Well, actually, no. I've made this argument before. Protect his value, obviously. But why would you want to get rid of Matip when you know when he's healthy, which I know is rare, when he's healthy, he's great?
Because you can bring in somebody that is solid, that's going to be a backup option like Matip is.
Yeah.
Look, Matip could be the number 2 option to Van Dijk for the long haul, but he can't stay healthy. So he's never going to be a reliable number 2 option. You got to sell him. I'm sorry. We love him, but he's got to go because he's still worth something. We can bring in somebody that's more available. What's the best ability? Best ability, Kyle?
Availability. Yep. Yeah, Matip is class but glass. That was what fitness is not, or what was it? Fitness does not equal greatness, and that's the thing. We're not arguing. We got some one-liners in this show that are just classic, but fitness is the argument, not greatness. You know, we know Matip is good, but you gotta stay healthy, and it's like it was the same thing with Sturridge. We know Sturridge is great, like we all loved Sturridge. But there was that point where Klopp was saying, like, he hasn't now, to be fair, Klopp hasn't done this with any other player but Sturridge. Sturridge was always complaining of being injured, but it was just pain. Like, my hip hurts. And remember Klopp came out and said, like, Daniel needs to be able to distinguish between what is real pain and what's actually an injury. Do you remember that?
No, but I don't.
How do you not remember that?
I'm not surprised. But Sturridge gave us.
Do you even pay attention?
What is Liverpool? What are we doing here? Who are you?
I'm Roberto Firmino.
Sturridge gave us a world-class season or 2.
Yeah, he did.
Matip hasn't done that.
Yeah. I would. He's given us world-class weeks.
Kyle, I'm just so tired of seeing that man on the sideline. It's actually sad for him.
It is. It is.
And Joe Gomez has always been my preferred choice, personally.
Yeah. And see, I'm Matip. I've always been Matip. And that's not to say I dislike Joe Gomez. I love Joe Gomez. But I just like Matip. I just do. Let me scroll back up here, read some of these comments. JK135, American Red saying, did you guys see Harvey Elliott got his first professional goal and added an assist for Rovers? I did not see that. Really pumped to see him develop. He might even stay with the club next year, depending on Genie's contract. The kid is freaking talented. And for his age, it's unbelievable the level of talent he has. We have a lot. Our academy and our youth teams are extremely underrated. But yes, I'm excited for him. I just don't want to see what happened to Harry Wilson and Ben Woodburn and some of these other players that just consistently get loaned out. I don't want to see that happen to Harvey. I want to see him be in the first team. So if the time comes down where Shaqiri finally gets sold, put in my boy there. Hussein Khalif, Matip is made up of glass. Yeah, we might have to change his name. Can we all enjoy City and United at the bottom of the table? I know. Dude, United are 15th or 16th right now? It's unbelievable.
Hard to believe. There's some funny chats in here right now. There's some funny comments. I'm just scrolling through.
Hold on a second. I got to...
Shaqiri is the most unavailable player ever. Only takes pictures in training.
Oh, that's funny.
Raphael said that. Guys, Kyle doesn't give me the permissions to pin these comments. Why don't we start a give Steven permissions campaign?
Yeah. Listen, I'm still learning about this stream here, bro.
Oh,
here, you read off these funny comments. I'll try to give you permission here.
What's up with the Keita injury saga is starting? Yep. No surprise there. The man's caught malaria, COVID.
Oh my God.
The Black Plague. Injured. He gets injured all the time as well.
Oh my God.
He literally did have malaria. That is not a joke.
Well,
if
malaria
there is a
isn't
virus or something that comes out, Naby Keita will get it no matter what.
Oh my God. You're getting a lot of support here already. And I'm with you. I just don't know how to do it.
Guys, appreciate it. This is great. Somebody said, get rid of Gomez. Shane Buckley, my friend.
Who's Shane? Shane, what?
He said, an ideal world in the summer, I would bring in center. Into center house. Get rid of Joel Matip. He's injury prone. Get rid of Joe Gomez. He's injury prone. No, I'm not getting rid of Joe Gomez. Not a chance.
Now,
Joe Gomez is one of those guys whose value could skyrocket to $100 million.
Why would you get rid of Gomez at the age he's at? I agree. I would get rid of Matip way before I got rid of Joe Gomez. I think Gomez is going to be here his whole career. He's one of those players.
Is he 21?
No. He's like 23 now.
Okay.
And then Raphael saying Gomez never scores, and that's fair. Matip does offer us a little bit more on the offensive end in terms of headers.
Don't care at all.
I know you don't.
I don't care if my center back is scoring. It's a good point to make. He never scores. Like, ever.
He never
even gets a head on the ball in the box, but I don't care. He's so valuable tracking back and just exterminating counterattacks.
Yeah. And Ursa's saying, Shane, you're wrong. I agree. I don't want to get rid of Gomez. Yeah, we appreciate the comment, though, Shane.
Let Steven pin. We're still waiting. Kyle, we haven't forgotten.
Yo, Steve, I hit settings, and there's literally nothing. Guests. Doug, please tell me how I can let him
help.
Pin. All right. Emilio. Hey, guys, it relates to Matip. I think we will just run his contract out. His experience is still valuable. In the meantime, Klopp will find the young guys. I agree. That's what's going to happen.
Not when you can get $20 million for him.
When has that stopped us? Lallana. What other players?
Well, Lallana wasn't worth anything. Lallana was worth something 2 seasons ago.
That's not true.
What's Lallana worth, Kyle? What were we going to sell Adam Lallana for?
Dude, if Steven, this argument is going to just crap on that argument. If you can sell Dejan Lovren for $12 million, Adam Lallana is 100% worth 15. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Adam Lallana, Kyle, Dejan Lovren played in the World Cup final, the Champions League final. Adam Lallana didn't sniff the pitch in any good game.
England's best player in the Euro.
In 2009. I am the biggest Lallana fan, by the way. I am the biggest Lallana fan, by the way. He did nothing since 16-17.
Yeah, well, you just lost your ability to get pinned, my friend. All right.
That's all right. I'll start my own channel. Everything but Reds.
You're killing me this morning.
Who would come with me? Who would come with me?
A lot of people would, I'm sure. Gomez never scores because he's always the deepest man when we're attacking. When Van Dijk was okay, Gomez had to stay as a defender, and now the same with Fabinho. That's actually a good point. Virgil van Dijk, I noticed, was pushing forward a lot more. Matip is even better at pushing forward, it must be said. Matip can weave in and out.
Oh, Matip's runs are beautiful.
Yeah.
We get to see them once every 2 months, so that's fun.
I hate you.
Think about it. The man is in the hospital every day. Think about how crazy this is. This is just unbelievable. Do other teams deal with things like this? Like guys that play one game and get hurt every single time. Same thing with Thiago. I told you guys when he came in, he's injured. He's injured all the time.
Yeah.
He plays 2 games for us in the last 2 months, and no one wants to talk about that. Granted, it was a dirty tackle, but that's part of the game. COVID, knee. I mean, what's next? What's
COVID,
next? Malaria.
knee. Stop. Yo.
What's Keita's problem? COVID and then what? What?
It's his groin, bro. Everybody's got an issue.
Damn.
Everyone has an issue. Poor old Lallana, his injury ended him, yeah, because he was in good form. Norms Peterson Barstool thinking Lallana is garbage. Cool dude, but always hurt. Yeah, I mean, he was injury prone.
I wouldn't go that far. I love Adam Lallana.
So do I.
I just didn't think he had any value in the market, personally.
That 16-17 season, he was our best player. I always say that, but, you know. Doug saying, Matip, when he plays and dribbles with the ball, reminds me of the scene in The Hobbit where Bilbo Baggins shouts, I'm going on an adventure.
And Virgil's like, no.
Klopp is over at the sideline like this. Like, oh, God, Matip. Yeah.
It's like, get it out to me, mate. Get it out here.
Lallana was brilliant until his injuries ruined him. Matip can't help the team if he can't play. What's the best availability, Steve? Oh, shit, I messed it up. What's the best ability?
Give me permissions to pin.
Damn it.
Best ability is availability. You guys heard that here first. I almost forgot about Thiago. Exactly. We know he's great. There's no questioning that. But we're going to battle this for a long, long, long time. It's going to be painful.
Dude, I don't think I can give you permission, bro. I'm just being
Google
honest.
Search should solve it.
What's that?
A quick Google search.
Yeah, someone figure it out for us.
I bought some Nivea after seeing Lallana on that ad. I don't blame you. Lallana's a legend. Nivea's trash, but Lallana's a legend.
I do like Lallana, that's for sure. Shayna, thanks for being here. Nice to see Harvey Elliott score his first professional goal. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I didn't even see that. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. But that's good that he's already scoring. Ruger saying Keita's got the Sturridge ghost. It's kind of the same thing, bro. Like,
Keita plays one game at the beginning of the year. We go, wow, this could be the year. He gets 10 and 10, 10 goals, 10 assists. We're not going to see him again until December. Think about how crazy that is.
No, it's
we're not even going to see him. And we're not even going to know what's wrong with him. It's going to be like, oh, groin, training, knock, COVID, malaria. And we're like, what? And the next thing you know, it's like January. And Keita gets like a start against Southampton. And he's like 9 out of 10. But then like we don't see him again until like June.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then he goes on like international break and comes back with like the swine flu.
No, dude, I'm telling you, the international breaks are the stupidest thing I just don't like them during the season. Keep international football to the summer. Like, I don't know. I don't know anything.
Well, selfishly, we want our players to just play for us.
Well,
they want to play for their country too.
Yeah, they do. But that's another thing. Matip stopped playing for Cameroon, and he's still getting injured. So he has no excuse.
I couldn't believe it the day after that match. Like, literally, he seemed fine. And then there's like pictures of him walking into the hospital.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Why are you going to the hospital?
Dude, I cannot stop laughing. I watched this video. The video of when Thiago got tackled, and then you see Gomez and Matip's reactions. And oh my God, I just want to pull this up on my Twitter. I need to go find this.
I've seen it. It's good.
It is just so funny. Hopefully we don't get any like copyright claims for showing this video. Literally, it's the funniest thing. And I'm just going to scroll through and find this. And I'm sure everyone's seen it. You know what I mean? But, oh, yeah. And then there's the video of Lovren scoring an absolute screamer.
Hey, Steven, I think it's fair to give Thiago a chance to settle. After all, it was a terrible tackle. And the way how injuries are going with us now, Klopp's going to use him carefully. No, it's a good point. I understand exactly what you're saying. But what I'm referring to is the fact that when Thiago came in, I said it. Yes, he's world class, but he's going to be hurt all the time. He's going to constantly be in pain. He's going to constantly miss matches. And it's already starting. It was a terrible challenge. This is I guess a scenario. Wait.
Look at him.
Speed walk of the century.
Dude,
well, that's because his back was hurt. He couldn't flex at the waist. But anyways, back to what I was saying about Thiago before we get into that.
Hold on, Steve. Just be quiet for a second. Look at Matip and then look at Gomez. Gomez is thinking what we're all thinking, like, Jesus, everyone is always injured. And Matip is just pissed.
Yeah.
I love it.
I wonder if that's when he got hurt right there.
When Matip
like
got
clenching
hurt.
his fists and like broke his hip.
Oh my God.
With Thiago, the nature of Thiago's game is he's gonna get tackled a lot. He's not young. He's battled injuries his whole career. You have to assume Keita and Ox are going to be hurt 95% of the year. I hate to say it. Henderson's going to pick up another groin or hamstring throughout the year, miss another month. These are things that we have to count on.
Yeah.
Thiago is going to battle injury the whole year. I hate to say it. So,
well, hopefully people don't tackle him like Richarlison did, and he won't.
I get that, but that is part of how it's going to go with him. Sometimes it's going to be tackles.
Yeah.
The nature of his game is weave in and out, lots of dribbling, lots of challenges in the midfield, challenging for headers and balls, and it's tough to see.
Yeah. Let's get into some of these comments here. Matip stomping like an angry soldier. That's honestly what it looked like, but it's like it's just so funny. Like his body language was hilarious. Yeah. Arnika Cash, not new. Am I late? A little bit, but that's fine. You're still joining the show. You don't got to be on time. And then we got Carlton in here. Carlton, welcome back. The Matip walk is absolutely hilarious. Excuse me. Abdallah says, when you reverse the moonwalk.
Ooh.
All right. So Hussein Khalif, Ox is the most injury-prone player now in Liverpool. That's true.
For some reason, we have this thing about Ox where we can't say it's time to let him go.
What do you mean let him go? We've seen him
sell him. I'm not saying we should sell him, but no one ever says that. And no one ever says it about Keita either. But the lack of production they've given us, both of them have given us, let's say, over the last 18 months. For Ox, it's been probably close to 2 years now at this point.
It has.
I don't know.
That doesn't mean you get rid of them.
So what do?
You deal with it. That's when you roll the dice on buying a player, you're rolling the dice on them getting injured. I mean, that's just the risk you take when you sign a player. It's not like if we were worried about injuries, we wouldn't sign anybody. We wouldn't have a football club. We're like, oh no, it's too risky of business. Players get injured. It's like, that's stupid. Like, you just have to deal with it.
I'm not talking about when we buy somebody. I'm talking about when someone rides the pine and spends 95% of their life in the hospital. You should consider making a move.
Steven, this is you right here.
That's not true at all.
That is 100%.
I would only sell Matip. I'm not saying sell Ox. I love Ox.
You just said Keita and Ox.
I said, why is it that no one ever mentions we should sell them? But with Matip, with Lovren, we have to sell them. That's the conversations that we have constantly. Here we go. I say that about Ox. He should go. I hate to say it, but these are conversations that we should start having and thinking about. I'm not saying sell Ox. I'm not saying sell Keita. But what the hell are they doing? They're wasting space, and they're both valuable.
You bring up a good point about what are they doing, but if they're injury prone, one, it decreases their value significantly, and number two, no one's going to want them if they're like, oh, they're coming off of a 2-year injury. You know, they come back and play one game and then they're injured again. Yeah, we want that player.
We sold Danny Ings for $20 million. He didn't play for 3 seasons.
Yeah, but he tore back-to-back or the same ligament twice. And when he played, he was productive.
So is Ox. So is Keita.
All right, yeah.
You're helping my point. I'm not saying sell them. I'm not saying sell them. I'm saying these are things that we should start to think about instead of just giving them a pass constantly. When Shaqiri's hurt all the time, people say, Shaqiri out, sell Shaqiri. Sell on him while he's still got value. But with Ox and Keita, just a lot of people won't go there.
Okay. You got some supporters here. Nah, I'm with Steven on this point. Okay. Norms Peterson's Barstool. I can't agree with this, man. Genie has to go in January. Dude is pathetic and fast, but turns noodle legs around the box. I mean, okay, to be fair, he does. Around the box, he's not great, at least for Liverpool.
I don't get it.
But why is he like that? Because for Holland, he's great.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is really weird. I don't get.
For the life of me, I don't understand it.
Yeah, Ox is a useful player. I agree. He's useful. So is Keita. What?
For who? Who is Ox useful for? Who is benefiting from Ox's services? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is he playing for another team that I don't know about?
Steven, shut up. He hasn't played for us in 2 years. I get that. But when he plays, he's useful.
Who has time to stick around? I don't want to watch him sit there on the bench. Like, what is he doing? Is he the water boy? What am I missing? I haven't seen him. Who is he useful for? Super Mario Maker 2 glitch hunters. Who is he useful for?
Oh my God.
Does he play in co-ed on the weekend down at the park? The garden?
You're terrible.
I'm trying to figure it out.
He's funny.
Why? Because he dances during COVID?
He's a good team morale booster.
I love Oxlade-Chamberlain. If he ever were to watch this video, somehow, I want you to know that I love you. I really do. My friend, you have got to figure it out. You're taking up a spot in wages on this team. They could be going to someone else. Same thing with Keita. I still support the boys, but these are conversations we need to have. I'm willing to have these conversations.
Yeah, well, J.W. Young bringing up a good point. He may not be the same player because of the ACL, but I don't think that Van Dijk is going to be that way, man. I think Van Dijk is a different animal altogether.
I've thought about that as well. But
it's a possibility because when you're sidelined for 9+ months in anything and you're not actively, you're obviously going to regress a little bit. Like 9 months without doing something you do every single day. But
a lot of players tear their ACL and come back just fine. But
well, that's true. That's true.
Danny Ings, Laporte's solid still.
I love Danny Ings still. I think it's time we work on our injury-prone players. We're overworking other players.
What does that mean?
I mean, I don't. The rehab process. Like if they're injured, we can't do anything about it. Now, I think what he may be saying is, remember when Sturridge had his injury issues where he was literally every game he was getting injured. He worked with the therapy staff or the training staff at Melwood to completely change his biomechanics of how he moved to limit his injury risk. Maybe that's what we need to do with some of these other players. It worked. It honestly worked. Towards the end of Sturridge's tenure, he wasn't getting injured. But is people asking what?
Norm Peterson's Barstool. Go to this one. Pin this one. Because I don't have pinning permissions. Still.
Shut up.
We're 20 minutes in.
Which one?
919. I mean,
He's not lying.
Kyle, yeah.
He's not lying. Look, when
we got to stop giving these guys a pass.
I love them.
We can't say Matip out, Shaqiri out, Lovren out, and Ox and Keita just get a pass. Like it's okay because they're like somewhat young, because they're not 28, 29, 30.
You were the only one saying that players should be sold because of injuries.
Lovren,
you're the only player saying that.
Matip, Shaqiri, everyone says that.
I don't say that.
You don't say Matip. You said Lovren. You said Shaqiri.
I said Lovren and Shaqiri because Shaqiri never played. Okay, no. That's actually a good point. You kind of just roasted me here on the live stream. But Shaqiri was always injured, and I was for selling him. You're right. I was for selling him, but I was only for selling him because we were looking at bringing in cover, and we needed cover because Shaqiri never played.
Mm-hmm. But that's all I'm saying about Ox.
We don't need cover for the midfield.
Why?
We are so stacked in the midfield.
Why?
Why
don't we need cover in the midfield when Ox, Keita, and Thiago are going to battle injuries for the rest of time? Why don't we need cover in the midfield?
I just think we have midfield is our most stacked area. That's just what I think.
And it is. But now we're going to be riddled with injuries. The thing is, bringing in Thiago is a Band-Aid. It gives Ox and Keita a pass. Milner just being an absolute robot covers up the fact that those guys aren't available.
Yeah.
Genie, he's healthy all the time.
He's always healthy.
But he's running out of contract. So let's say Milner decides to go back to Leeds or something else. Genie gets sold or runs out his contract. Then we have, listen to this, Henderson, Thiago, Keita, Ox, no more Lallana, and Fabinho.
Curtis Jones. Jota played midfield yesterday. Minamino can play midfield.
No, I don't want to see that.
I didn't say you had to. I was just saying he can.
Okay, but let's remove him from the equation.
Okay.
Henderson can play right back, but we're not going to count him as a right back. I mean,
you got to put Milner in every position.
No, you really do.
You really do.
Like goalkeeper, Milner's ahead of Kelleher.
It's Allison, Adrian, Milner, Kelleher. Those are our goalkeepers.
Lonergan. But anyways, think about that. If Genie goes, we could be screwed.
I don't want him to go. Anyone who wants him to go, I just don't. I don't think you watch the games.
He does a great job with just the hard yards, the dirty work.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
Yeah. Now Ahmed brings up a good point. I was going to say Curtis Jones, but I got sidetracked. Even Curtis can do Ox's job. I think that's the main reason Klopp is playing him now. God, I got to burp. I'm sorry. But I think that's the main reason he's playing him now, because Ox and Keita are out. Like if they weren't out, Curtis doesn't get any playing time.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
Even though Curtis is promising.
Well, he is. And when he's in, I was wrong about him in the summer.
I know you were.
I do like him. I think he's a solid player and he's worthy of playing.
Yeah.
He is pretty slow.
You're not getting pinning permissions, because you were wrong about Curtis Jones. That's why.
This guy is a Loris Karius fan. Everybody, don't forget that. Kyle loves Loris Karius.
I do not.
Mm-hmm. And Lovren.
I kind of like Lovren a little bit now that he's gone and he doesn't play for us. I kind of like Lovren. But I agree with this. Milner could definitely keep a clean sheet. 100%.
Easy.
And another thing.
Golden Glove.
What's that?
Golden Glove? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
he could get that. Oh, yeah, he'd get that 100%.
Yeah. Now, Norm, I do agree with this here. Curtis Jones too slow for midfield? He's a little bit slow, but that's fine. You don't need to be the quickest player. Look at Henderson.
Gerard.
Let's see here. Curtis is more than promising. Yeah, Curtis in a year can surpass Ox and Nabi if you keep doing what they're doing easily. No, I agree. I think he's very underrated, and that's why Steven's not getting pinning permissions, because of the slander he put on Curtis Jones' name when
All I said was he wasn't ready for the first team, and I
no.
really don't know.
No. Steve, I quote, you said, I don't want to see Curtis Jones starting for my team. That's what you said.
Because I didn't. Because I would rather see Ox and Keita, and I think everyone can agree with me on that. When they're healthy, and you just said it, if they were healthy, Curtis Jones wouldn't be playing.
Okay.
We brought in Thiago, and he still sees the pitch.
Yeah. Abdallah asking Foden or Jones. Right now, I'm taking Foden, but that doesn't mean I don't think Jones is amazing.
Well, what do you need? I don't think they're the same player.
No, they're not the same player at all.
Foden's not going to do anything in terms of tracking back. Foden isn't.
Keita was healthy and he was still trash.
We just give him a pass, dude.
I love Keita.
He's a great dribbler, but like he dribbles past one guy and it's like Keita, 8 out of 10. What a match. It's like we just give him the benefit of the doubt.
That's me though.
Me and you do that.
Yeah. Honestly, if he has one good pass, Keita was the best player on the pitch today.
No, seriously, one through ball that like leads to nothing. It's like, what a player! Wow, that's why we bought him for 50 mil.
Do you remember against Crystal Palace when literally he had that touch, like, and he just spun around a player? Do you remember that?
Yes, I've seen. Yeah.
After that, I was like, he's the best player on this team.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect example.
Foden
and Ahmed, maybe not trash, but he was out of form. Yeah, he's not trash. He's good, but
is he?
What'd you say?
Is he?
Is who?
Is he good?
Keita?
Yeah, I haven't seen him play. Does he play for us still?
You're such an ass. Who is Slenderman?
What the hell is going on in this chat right now?
Who is? Does he mean Longerman or whatever the goalkeeper's name?
How long Slenderman is injured?
Oh my goodness!
Wait.
What?
Slenderman's the guy from the U23s. We're gonna bring him up.
Oh.
I'm completely kidding. I don't know who Slenderman is.
Oh, this has been.
Can someone please tell me who Slenderman is?
Please. Do you think Taki can play false nine? Yeah, no, that's where when he's come on, he's played false nine.
Oh, these guys are funny, man.
Yeah.
Norm, Keita highlight reel is the same play over and over again. The goal against Chelsea, which only took him like 100 matches to get to, by the way.
Oh, Crouch is Slenderman. Okay, okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Wait, we could sign him. He could play in the midfield.
I think he's played the most games for Liverpool out of... Oh, there was a stat I read recently. I can't remember. I don't care. Oh, wait, no. Slenderman equals Matip. Who the hell is it? Is it Peter Crouch or Matip?
We should re-sign Crouch to play center back in midfield.
We should re-sign Ragnar Klavan. I see what you're saying, Stephen, about all these injured players, and I honestly think that they will go in time. For now, they are all we have, and Klopp will continue to work his magic. Emilio dropping knowledge.
I think these are the that's why we're here, to talk about these things, to talk about the conversations and have the discussions that we don't necessarily want to have, but because there are boys, there are players, we support them. But like we could just as easily bring in somebody that's available and support them.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
How long are we going to wait for Keita to become what he was supposed to be?
When did he come in? It was 28.
You said it. We both said it. This is his year, right?
I thought it was.
One game and a half, 60 minutes. What was it? Now I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in pictures. I haven't seen him on the sidelines.
But
is he alive, Kyle?
But
we don't know.
Is he injured, Steven?
It's like COVID groin. He's on like the COVID groin project or something. What?
Steven, I haven't heard anything about a Keita injury. I've only heard that he had COVID.
What about the fact that he got like the bird flu?
What are you talking about?
Wait, I'm looking it up.
All right.
Naby Keita.
Yeah, no, Cheyenne, still some fans think Minamino's not meant for the EPL. He's another player. It's so weird. He's healthy, but he still doesn't play. Oh, I mean, he plays, but it's like, I think he's good. He is the center forward cover for Firmino. He plays exactly the same way.
Excuse me. Who was that?
Minamino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jota is quality. That's another thing, dude. Jota has come in and been excellent. Steve, what are you looking up right now?
I'm trying to see what's going on with Naby Keita. There's no news about him. I'm not sure if he's alive.
Did we just replace Shaqiri with Naby? Is that what we did?
I have to see this.
Shaqiri fell off the face of the earth for
Can
a
someone tell
year.
me what's going on with Keita? Because he got COVID like a month ago.
Dude, all right, people are roasting Keita, and it's funny, but it's not funny at the same time. Keita is afflicted with dysentery. I'm not trying to. It's not funny. It's not funny.
No, it's not funny. And this is just some banter. We don't want to see the guy injured, but
Yeah. Well, hold on.
Where is he?
What do you think about Kamavinga from Rennes? I really want Liverpool to go for him. He's 17 years old. Yeah, sure. If we sign him, he's great, but he's playing and he's producing for Rennes. I don't think he goes anywhere for another 2 years.
I have no idea who that is.
Kamavinga, he's like a midfielder. He got his debut for France and scored. He's good. He's good. Yeah, I got him in FIFA. He's pretty good. But let's see what else.
Yes, I am hopeful that the 49ers lose to the Patriots today.
Who said that?
Liz Golden. What a legend. Liz, thanks for calling that out. I'm a big Patriots fan. Big time.
I used to like the Patriots, but I don't like the Patriots anymore.
Kyle's a Chiefs fan.
Yeah. Have been a Chiefs fan. The only Chiefs fan I've never
fan last year.
Huh?
Kyle became a Chiefs fan last year, guys.
I hate you.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. How long is Thiago out for? Who freaking knows?
Keita has some family problems, so does he?
I mean, he might. He might.
Well, we don't know. How would we know? We don't even know if he's alive, Kyle. We don't, dude. We don't know where is Naby Keita. He posts like these pictures of him in like these cool outfits, but like I haven't seen him in a jersey. I haven't seen him on the pitch.
Listen, I don't want to roast our players anymore. It's funny.
Oh, I heard he got injured in training before the Ajax game.
Yo, Arnique is calling me out. This is funny. I knew as soon as I said it, it was kind of stupid, but I got him.
No, I like that. Klopp won't sell Keita. You are right. He will not.
No news on Keita. Only news is COVID positive. Here's the thing, dude. He was COVID positive. Then he was COVID negative when he got back from international break. What the hell is going on? Does the guy have
malaria?
COVID? Okay.
We need an update on the Vid19er front. Shout out to Scott McFarlane.
Yeah.
Vid19er.
Vid19er. My dad has been known to provide some excellent updates on that. Okay, Doug, Keita has reportedly been made available for Tuesday. So, Steve, what do you have to say now?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay, now we're just getting into crazy things. His dog has toenail problems. This is great content this morning.
Naby
this is fantastic. Medicine. Oh man.
His auntie COVID is sick. He had to travel back to.
Oh god.
Is he from Guinea?
Yeah, he's from Guinea.
He had to travel back to Guinea because like his neighbor broke his ankle.
Stop.
There's just no way that anyone else can help. So like Naby has to go back.
I hate everybody who's making me laugh because this stuff is funny, but it's not. All right. I think Keita starts. Doug thinks he starts. I agree. Get him in the freaking lineup. Yeah.
Versus who?
Whoever we play on Tuesday. I can't remember. Is it a Champions League match? It might be a Champions League match. In the summer, I would sell Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita because they're injury prone. We need players that can be healthy on the pitch, not in the treatment room. I would awesome hour. Okay. The last part, I'm not sure. But in terms of the players, I would sell Ox 100% before Keita, just like I would sell Matip 100% before Gomez.
I just found out what happened with Naby Keita. Ahmed, okay. Let's see. FC Midland.
That's who we play.
I'm not even gonna try.
No, dude. People pronounce it. They're Midgetland. That's how they pronounce it.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
I
as a
actually read
joke.
something about that the other day.
As a joke, but that's what they've been saying. But I think it's just
Well,
Midtjylland.
then, yeah, I could see Keita starting that game. If he is alive, we're still unsure.
Yeah. Lilliput. In Tuesday, our front three would be Shaq, Minna, and Jota. What you think?
Ahmed, what actually happened with Naby Keita? We're waiting for that.
I just found out what happened. Oh, I thought you said that, not
No.
Ahmed. Okay.
We're just waiting for the official news from Ahmed Shusha.
Yeah. But man, guys, I just want to take this moment because the show's wrapping up.
Naby's in Lilliput. What is that?
I have no Liverpool, maybe. I love this was the best show we've had so far. Great comments, great banter. We appreciate everyone being here. Naby hurt. Is Keita out 68 days?
They are keeping him in the sidelines as a precaution because technically, if you never play him, he will never be injured from playing. Well, he'll just get injured in training, unless you keep him on the sidelines in training as well. That's the only way. But
Right.
then you also he can't walk through the cafeteria because he might slip.
All right, stop. I'm ending it here. Let's go. Lineup predictions for Tuesday. Allison, Trent, Gomez, Fabinho, and Robertson. Midfield of Henderson, Jesus. Henderson, Thiago, and Keita. Jota, Mane, Salah. Man, so listen, the last 3 weeks, Doug, and other people as well, we have literally been saying Jota is going to start a game over Firmino, and it hasn't happened yet. So we don't know. We don't know. We will bash Midgetland. All right, fair enough. Steve, who do you think your lineup prediction is for the match Tuesday? And then we will end the stream.
Milner.
11 Milners.
No. Regular back four. Fabinho there now. Milner. I'm going to switch this up here, boys. Milner. Wijnaldum. Jones.
Okay, Jones gets another start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the front three.
And then
Jota, Minamino, Shaqiri come off the bench. We get 5 subs in the Champions League, right?
Let Steven pin. Listen, I'm going to research it after. All right? I got you guys.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to let me pin.
God,
I'll pin all the nabbies.
Oh, Lilliput is in Gulliver's Travels. That's the dude. I'm so out of it.
I have no idea what any of that means.
Neither do I.
I'm sorry.
Guys.
Clue.
Sorry. At least
what is that? A TV show?
Gulliver's Travels? Isn't it a movie?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. All right. So I'm going with back four. Fabinho starts at the back again. Most likely Matip's injured. So we're going Allison, Trent, Gomez, Fabinho, Robbo. Midfield, that's where I'm mixing it up. We're going Milner. Oh, now I don't know. Milner, Keita, Henderson. And then the front three. Milner, Keita, Henderson.
Read a book. It's the land of 9F little people. Guys, I don't have time to read a book about little people. I'm sorry. No way.
There's no way. I got to hop off this stream and immediately start studying. So
best Liverpool channel. Thanks, Norm. Appreciate that. Thanks to everyone for being here, but I don't have time to read a book.
We do appreciate that, guys. Thanks everyone for being here. And again, if you're new and you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button.
And go follow us on Instagram, please. I think we may be close to 200 here. Let's take a look.
Instagram and Twitter. JW, while you're doing that, I'll read off some of the lineup predictions here. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Scott McFarland commented, Dad, we need an update on COVID. What is happening? Williams, Fabinho, Matip, Samikas. Let's go. Samikas gets a shout. Jones and Matip. Genie. Is this man putting Matip in the midfield? Jota, Minna, Shaq. Wait. He put Matip in there twice.
Matip?
He put Matip in there twice. Matip at the back and then Matip in the midfield. Yep. All right.
Gulliver's Travels is freaking literature. Scott McFarlane. Legend.
Yeah, I don't know anything about literature.
Again, right over my head.
Yeah, but guys, thanks for joining in. We appreciate it, Reds. And until next time, take care.